Welcome everybody to another exhilarating episode of Lockdown 23 in 1. I apologize, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm still congested. It's cold, man, it's really lingering. But it doesn't matter, we ain't got time to bleed over here. The content gravy train has to keep rolling. And today we're jumping in front of a Louisiana parole board. But this clip is coming from a channel called Mandoo. He specializes in these parole hearings, and I'm about to do a collab with him here very soon. We have to find the best parole hearing for us to blend just right. But stay tuned, it's coming, and I think it's going to be a really good one. So let's get right into it. If you enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. And ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that I got myself a new headset. That's right, let us begin another decade's worth of prison content.
Committee on Parole's call to order today is July 20th, Thursday, 10:03 at 10:04 a.m. My name is Brennan Kelsey. Along with me is Mr. Alvin Roche and Mr. Pete Freeman will be your panel. Explain the process to you, read some information to the record, have a parole interview, ask you some questions. You can respond. At the end, you can make a statement. We'll take a vote. We are located at DOC headquarters in Baton Rouge. Our remote location is Caldwell Parish. We're the staff and support at Caldwell. Please introduce yourself.
This might be the Louisiana Parole Board, but they got Roman Centurion Marble with Aztec Death Whistle Birch in the back. Man, I ain't never seen nothing like this. That Falls Moon Elon jank is beaming right on their drop tops.
Those are pounders.
No staff and support.
This is Lieutenant Tatum from Caldwell Transportation.
And this is Kylie Hendricks, Transition Specialist.
All right, thank you. Now ready for our first case. All right, please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Joseph Pounders, 773-844.
He needs to give that little piece of hair up there a lick.
All right. Hey, Joseph, you heard the introductions. We're going to ask you some questions and you can respond at the end. You can make a statement. We'll take a vote.
Yes, sir.
After I read information to the record, Joseph Pounders, DOC number 773-844, first class offender, parole eligibility date 7/5/2023, not eligible for good time, full term 3/6/2030, a 10-year sentence for carnal knowledge. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Carnal knowledge. Every time I hear that, I think about Carnage, one of my favorite Spider-Man, but at the same time, it's the most ruthless charge you could probably have in lockup. Let me just fact check myself, cause I don't hear carnal knowledge too often. But I know pretty much what it is. It's something filthy. Yep, just as I assumed. It's some sexual activity stuff. Man, oh man. See, a lot of people see this guy and their heart would go out to him. Has that pathetic look like you want to help him. In prison, though, you better think twice, cause chances are, you could have paperwork like this. Next thing you know, you're getting got just for talking to him and eating with him.
How old are you?
34.
How many years have you been incarcerated?
Almost 3.5.
Not
A
enough.
10-year sentence?
Yes, sir.
And what's your education level? Do you have a GED or high school diploma?
No, sir, not yet.
What grade did you drop out of school in?
I got 7-year education.
Why'd you drop out?
Should be honest, I don't even remember.
Just work.
After school, so I went to homeschool, then Christian school.
You just kind of quit and went on. Well, what have you been doing since you've been in there? You have any disciplinary write-ups?
No, sir, I ain't got nothing.
Taking any classes like sex offender treatment or any stuff like that?
I tried to get into that, but I ain't got one yet.
Ain't got into it yet. Well, yeah, that's going to be a problem for me because for this charge, you're going to have to take those classes. Maybe we can get you moved, or if you have them there, maybe they can get you in there because you need those classes. Lieutenant, you have any information for us?
No, sir. He's in the back dorm, so I really don't have any contact with him. He's in the back room, but I just know he hadn't had any write-ups or anything like that.
Okay.
And from the program's aspect, he is a low-risk offender, and given his time, I can't actually refer him to sex offender treatment until he's a little bit shorter. In order for me to get him to sex offender treatment with his current release date, it would need to be a recommendation by the parole board. I can't refer based off of parole eligibility dates.
Right. What's the time frame for you to refer?
Typically speaking, they request that we submit referrals about 3 years short.
Ain't nothing you're doing to your hair fixing it, bro. Nothing.
This is a year-long program, and for a sex offender, I can refer them to reentry at 1 year short.
Okay.
So it looks like he's gonna have to wait till he's done 9 years before he goes into that program, unless the parole board says something now. If not, then they know exactly what they're doing. It's gonna be a huge struggle for him on the next go round as well, with no classes or nothing being done. So let's see if they schedule it early.
Well, tell me about the crime. What was the deal there?
Oh,
What happened, Joseph?
Oh God, what happened?
And so I was shooting my girlfriend. I was living with her. She was actually living with me. And so when we was outside, so I put her mom wanted to live with her too. She was dating my brother at the time, and she wanted me to go get her, and so she would never come back to the house and stuff. And that when she called the cops on me, and I didn't even do nothing until I put my hands on her.
Well, you got a carnal knowledge charge, so you got a felony charge, so something happened.
Reading, so she read 17, and so my lawyer wanted me to take this plea, so I had a shorter time.
Wow, so this guy's on the parole board pretty much denying everything that he's done, claiming for the most part, unless I'm hearing it wrong, that he's innocent and that he pled guilty to this because his lawyer persuaded him and said, hey, you'll get way less time if you just take the plea deal. Something ain't adding up here, man. Usually in these parole hearings, though, the victim is there and they can speak if they don't want the person to get out. I'm hoping that's the case with this one.
Okay, so you were 19 and she was 17 at the time?
Oh, no, so she was 17, I was like 30 at the time.
Oh, God.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with him.
What's your plans if you were to be released? Where would you go? What would you do?
So I live with my brother. We live in Monroe. Just me and him. I go back with my brother.
Can you work, or do you work, or no?
I plan on getting. I get like just to be checked out there.
You do?
I plan on trying to get turned back home, and so if I can. If not, I try to find me a job to do. I'm capable of working. I ain't got no problem with that.
So, all right. We'll hear from now, Miss Daniels. Would you like to make a statement?
Oh, she is there. The victim.
Is she on the phone?
I think it's a victim. Oh, he's cracking his neck. He's getting anxious.
Okay, well, you go ahead and speak if you'd like to make a statement to the board.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
I'm getting closer like it's going to help me hear. I got headphones on.
Can you hear me?
We can.
We
hear
can.
you.
We can, ma'am.
Board.
So he stated that at the time we were dating. That is not true. He also said that he never put his hands on me, never did anything to me. That's also not true. And they took me to the hospital after the police picked him up, and they had evidence of what he had did to me.
Yes. Yes, I don't know.
Okay. Is that it?
And he also, when the police had arrived, when I was running away from him, they saw him put his hands on me. That's when they detained him.
Okay. All right.
Homeboy is as good as cooked. And shout out to the victim for showing up to the parole hearing and speaking her 2 cents. Believe it or not, a lot of people, they won't even show up because they don't want to relive that type of stuff. But you could tell that the parole board was kind of leaning like maybe they were going to let him out. Talking about work, where you're going to live, this, that, and the third. Just imagine if she didn't show up and said what she said. His chances of getting out would have been much higher.
Well, thank you for your comments. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your comments.
Yes, ma'am. We are so sorry you had to go through this with this idiot.
All right, Judge, would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And so that's not true what she was saying. So none of that didn't happen. That's a lie. I didn't do none of that crap. That's a lie. What she's saying.
Look, this ain't trial, buddy. You already been found guilty. Calling the victim at the parole hearing a liar? It definitely ain't gonna fly. That's like the worst thing you could possibly do.
My hands on her or nothing like that. And we was dating at the time.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your comment. Down fair to vote. My vote. I vote today. Judge, you got some work to do, man. You got to try to get some, you will take some classes while you're there, whatever classes they'll allow you. Try to get in some sex offender when you're allowed to.
Try to get into sex offender classes when you're allowed to. Remember what she said, we can't get him into no classes till he's a year from going home. Unless the parole board issues him to go in earlier. And it doesn't seem like they're gonna do it. So it's not gonna help him on his next go around going in there with no kind of classes again. Which I don't mind, keep him in there till the last damn minute.
You got victim opposition, law enforcement opposition. You need some work. My vote is to deny. Mr. Rocho?
He thought he was going to make it.
Denied based upon a lack of rehabilitative program.
Mr. Freeman?
My vote is the same, and if needed, I order that he goes to sex offender treatment.
Oh!
I've never heard that we had to order it, but I do order it.
Yeah, we'd like, if y'all could go ahead and schedule him out and see if you can get him into sex offender treatment, get something for him instead of him just sitting there. Just try to get him some type of sex offender treatment.
That last parole board guy saved him. He's setting up the classes to get started early. That is a big sign to me that chances are he might make the next parole if he completes those classes. I really didn't think any of those guys were going to mention that, so I'm surprised to hear it.
So we're putting it on the record if that's what you guys need. So, ma'am.
That would be very helpful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. We have 3 votes to deny today. Your parole's been denied. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. We're getting him out.
Go
Thank you so
ahead
much.
and follow that smoke train,
Good job,
buddy.
Jeff.
Follow the smoke trail. Well, there you have it. That's what happens when you call the victim a liar during your parole hearing, man. Guaranteed to get smoked. Filthy piece of work there, right? 30-some years old said he's dating a 17-year-old. Look, I don't care if that's the legal age or not. In my eyes, whether it's legal or not, like I said, if you're 30, 40, or 50, you shouldn't be dating no one 17, 18, or 19. That's just nasty to me. It's giving me major red flags about you as a person. Anyways, I'm out of here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed just as much as I did watching this guy's parole get flushed down the toilet. I honestly hope and pray he spends every waking minute in there. But I do have plenty more content coming your way, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that notification bell, set it to all. But as always, until the next time, y'all be easy, be safe, and more importantly than anything, stay free.